It is officially 2021. My second year of metal detecting is now complete, and I want to share with you guys my finds of the year. My good finds, at least. All the trash that we dig up, unfortunately I don't have to show you. We do keep it to recycle, but it's at my brother's house. So hopefully in a second video he's going to show you that, because it's just an impressive amount of trash that we picked up. But I'm going to show you good finds of my year. But before I do that, I'd like to show you my 2019 finds. Just a quick recap of what I found last year. Last year I was looking for modern coins, so I typically went to schools and parks. Where this year I concentrated on old sites and did a lot of door knocking. So I think it's going to be interesting to see what you can find door knocking versus what you can find when you go modern detecting. Please share in your comments below. I'd love to hear from you guys of what you guys found this year, or last year, sorry. In 2020, what did you guys find? In 2019, I dug up 1,252 clad targets. That's $4.98 in pennies, $88.25 in quarters, $3.50 in nickels, $33.10 in dimes, and $1 coin, for a total of $130.80. I was also lucky enough to dig up 19 wheat cents, 13 junk rings, a silver half, 4 silver rings, a couple silver medallions, and a silver cross. Again, most of this was found at modern sites, with only a couple times door knocking. Let's take a look at what I found in 2020. I'm going to start off with the cool relics that I found. Some of these were from last year, so I apologize. Like this chain link thing, for instance, I know I found last year, but I didn't have it separated out from this year's find, so I do apologize. I got a couple of those cases that you put on lipstick or around, chapstick, lipstick that women had. I think that's a really old corroded Cub Scout band that they put it, for their tie. Let's say a watch, a couple pocket rings, just some assortment of junk, really. Got a lighter, some keys, buckle. Moving on along, go to the cap guns. Again, a couple of these, one or two might have came from last year. I apologize. Cap guns are always fine. You know that kids were playing out in the yard. It's good, interesting to find. This is a hubcap from a Model T. I found a couple of these this year. One of them ended up in the trash bin because it was just so corroded. This one's in fairly good shape. My brother and I always have a joke. He's always joking that, when we go to these old sites that, they had to park their Model Ts somewhere. So whenever we find one of these, it's always a big joke. Hey, this is where they kept their Model Ts. Anyway, just a neat find. This was from last year, that stirrup looking thing. Not sure what that is. Core ornament. Very neat ring. Got some padlocks. Again, these, I think 3 of them came from last year, but I don't know which ones. Moving on to the cars. Got quite an assortment. A couple of these did come from last year. I do apologize. This is a very old 1957, I believe, Hot Wheels. A couple of these are Tootsies. I'm not sure which ones. 1 or 2 of them are Tootsie car. This is pretty neat. This is also Tootsie. It's a train Pioneer Shippers cargo train haul. Pretty interesting. Sometimes you find non-metallic items when you're digging, and this little bottle I dug up, I don't know if you can see that on there. It has a little baby, so I believe it was part of like a dollhouse, in the baby bottle, or not a dollhouse, but just with a baby, a little baby that a girl would carry. Very neat little bottle though. It looks like it was in a fire. You can see that it's kind of melted and deformed. Got this really large buckle. This thing is, I don't know, almost 4 inches big. I'm not sure what that would be used for. I found this at the same site. When I dug it up initially, I thought it was another one of those buckles, but when I cleaned it up, you can see that it's not a buckle. That's just a plate maybe to electrical box. This is definitely a buckle though. Not sure what anybody would use this size of a buckle. One of the coolest relics I dug up is right here. This is a post office box. I'm guessing from the early 1900s. It was not in this good of shape. I gave it to my dad. He actually collects these things, I believe. He has a few of them at least. I don't know why he has so many if he doesn't collect them. But he bent it out for me, bent it back into shape for me. I'm going to show you just a quick picture of what it looked like when I dug it up. As you can see, it turned out pretty well. We straightened it out quite a bit. But this is a really cool find. I was super excited to dig it up. It was really deep. It was about a foot deep. It took a long time to dig out, but I'm glad I dug it. Really cool. Another, I don't know why that's not with the toy guns, and just an assortment of junk. Moving on to some of the other junk. It's funny, when you're out digging and you're not finding anything good, what you'll end up doing is putting the more impressive junk in your good find, with the good finds. So this is some of that I got going on right here. Although this white tag is pretty cool. I think it's a keychain. Not sure what that company White is. Initially, I thought it was White's metal detectors with it. That would really be cool, but a live bullet. This Olympic pin I actually found was still in the packaging. The packaging was all messed up, so I threw it away and took it out of the packaging. But it's funny that you can find something brand new like that. This is a little tiny pin. I believe it is for a Cub Scout. A couple pennies here. This one penny on the left has it was like converted into a button. It has some type of ring over it, and the back side of it is yeah, I don't know what's going on there. I think it was a button. I think someone tried to make a button out of it. And then of course the penny next to that, someone took the time and carved out a number 1 in it. Also pretty interesting. Got the Cub Scout bands going on over here. A couple different styles. This is some junk jewelry. Let's move on to the silver. I found this St. Christopher's Be My Guide car visor pin. It's pretty cool. It's hard to tell from this picture right here, but it measures at least probably 3 inches across from wingtip to wingtip. It's pretty large. It's marked Sterling. It's a pretty neat find. I like it. I also have this marksman cross. I believe it's a marksman's cross. My first gold ring, also super exciting to dig up. That actually came from a school. I was at a school detecting. I wasn't exclusively door knocking this year, or last year, excuse me. First gold ring, first thing gold actually that I've ever found. It's only 10 karat, but still pretty cool find. And right next to it, I have a silver, heart pendant. I wish the picture was still inside it. That would have been pretty neat. There's some silver dimes here. Let's see, I got 7 Roosevelts, 7 Mercuries, and a nice barber dime. I also found a silver war nickel. Pretty cool. And a silver half. Also pretty cool. That is $2.05 in silver. Face value at least. And 3 Buffalo nickels. Moving on to the finds of the year. This first one here on the left, that is an ox knob. It's pretty cool find. It came from a site where I found that postal box. Right next to it, I do not know what this is. Maybe a lid to an urn, but I am sure it's from the 1800s. It is really cool. I found it about a block away from where I picked up a large cent. It is just a really neat find. It has, I don't know, 2 like looks like crow feet on it. So I'm thinking, and you can see that it was broken off there. So I'm thinking maybe something stood on top of it. Really cool find though. This key was also an awesome find. Again, hard to tell from this picture. This is a 6-inch key. What a neat, cool find. I am also positive that this came from the 1800s. Not sure what it went to. However, right next to this site was a church. So this was a house where I got permission, and right next to it was a church. And the church was built, I believe, in 1834, I want to say. Pretty old church. So I think that this key was the original key to the church house. I was going to try it on the church door, but they've changed out their church doors to modern doors, so can't test my theory out. These nickels, also super cool finds. The one on the left here is so worn out you can't make it out. It is a V nickel. It's marked 1808 something. I can't read the last one. So that makes it between 1883 to 1889. And then I have a shield nickel next to it. This is the obverse of it, or I believe that's the obverse. And the other side, let's see if you can see the shield. I'll put up a picture of that. That is 1867, I want to say. 1867. Read the date on that. Really cool. Really cool to find something that old. This right here is a Canadian coin. I call it the Canadian large cent. It is a 1 penny dating 1909, I think. Let's take a look. Yes, 1909. A pretty cool find. Speaking of large cents, this made my day. I found this at the same spot where I found that large key. What a cool find. Looks like someone cut it. My very first old copper coin though. Super cool. Unfortunately, the date was cut off, so I do not know the exact year of it. But I think it's one of the newer ones. I'm going to say around 1850. Also a cool find was this right here. But it's an early 1800s candlestick holder. Very cool find. During these adventures, I dug up 114 wheat cents. So it's $1.14 in Wheaties. I was also able to find 3 dollar coins. So $3 in coins. Clad coins, I dug up 581 pennies. $5.81 pennies. $3.65 in nickels. $28.10 in dimes. And $55.75 in quarters. My math's correct. That's a total of $95.31. I don't know what your thoughts are, but I think I had a great year. It was a lot of fun digging up all these targets. I can't wait for 2021 to see what it brings. Thanks for watching, guys.